Hello, everyone. If you've been following us, you will already learn or have seen that we strongly believe for any human and economic development, sustainable development, we can only attain that by leveraging and using, equipping ourselves with principles that are around us, where we came up with the approach of the PPP and with the KOBE business growth model, which brought us to actually the collective project pie that we've been insisting on because we know how much money is a key in the three key elements we mentioned that any business will not go through. So in the pursuit of our bringing clarification around this project, there have been some updates while we're going toward we got into the mainnet as a promise around December or early December 2021 or around early 2022. So we're still on target. But the mainnet was not meant to be something one time. It's another process. So we choose to come with actually five videos to bring clarification around the mainnet from our studies, our research, and seeing also what the initiator and the developers, our developers on the team are doing, right? Because this is a collective project that, again, we're all building. So this is the third then video today, going to then phase 3 of the process, the mainnet. So the mainnet, if you notice, will have two main phases. The enclosed network, which means that within the community, everything will be kept within the community. And then the open network, which means that our community will open up to other communities. But from our study and research, we believe that there is a third one we'd like to mention to keep following our principles of number between from 3 to 5. The third one, because we want it or not, if we do this right, this currency by the people, for the people, by the people, will get to a level where it will actually capture attention or capture interest of the exchange market. That's not our goal. But we need to think about it also, because down the road, it may happen, it may not happen. But this is a personal from research. Third phase that I'm adding, but otherwise two that I mentioned. And it's interesting to see how the whole team, mainly the developers and the people who initiated this whole idea, like I call them initially the three musketeers, who came down to two. The way they approach it is to bring caution, to make sure that everything is working properly, to make sure that the way we're getting into it will actually be able to still attract more people. And by the way, if this is your first time getting on this channel, don't forget to subscribe. Bring the message to more people, because to get to 100 million, to get to 1 billion people, right? It's not just about you and me. It will be about bringing the information, the education that we're trying our best here at wEquipu to bring to the community. We're trying our best within Hope Bank Academy, which is our branch of giving education, right? We're trying to bring to the community. So there are 5 key things, okay, from then the reading, the research, and looking toward the thing that I actually see very important to mention in this phase of closed network or enclosed network, where we're trying to make sure that everything is working within us first. The first main one is to allow everybody to get through the KYC. Don't forget that we gave ourselves, mainly our developers, gave themselves the challenge to be able to find a KYC process that is user-friendly and cost-effective, and maybe even be zero as a cost for all the members or all the pioneers. So being able to allow everybody go through the KYC is very important, to then have a process where is a slow down to allow everybody to be able to go through it. Now, If there is no enclosed, okay, phase, those people, you remember why when we started the pilot was tested with 100 people in each different countries. They will have an advantage going out there and start actually doing things that all of us are not ready for. That's why the merit and making everything as much as possible fair for all the pioneers is very important. So don't feel bad because, oh, KYC, I thought it will be happen just at the end of December. It will happen. No, it will be a process. And who knows, these 3 phases or these 2 phases we mentioned may take us all the way another 6 months. That's why for me, it's very powerful when I look to principle, because the way this body is built, right, is with process, is with time. There's no rushing. So everybody be able to go through the KYC. The second thing that is important to have these different phases in this mainnet will focus on allowing also the apps. Remember, I see so many apps out there already trying to present things. Please, for your security, any app that is not mentioned in the utilities within the Pi network application, don't take a risk. But if you're a risk taker, you can test other people I see out there already, but that's up to you. But I think that the way the team is working to be able to actually allow all the apps be available. Because now, yes, we are in mainnet, but we need more apps to be built. We need more apps to be validated to be able to use the currency within ourselves first. Reinforce, adjust the app, the utilities app. That's the second main thing I see in that. Now, the other one may be linked to the first a little bit, but I think this is important to notice separately, because now it will allow all of us, we've been mining from our phone, we've been actually rewarded, okay, through our phones. Now we can actually, during this first phase where it's within us, transfer safely all the pies that we have towards then the mainnet. That's very important also to notice in mind. That's why it can't just be one time you click on one thing, everything is transferred. No. Remember, there is a whole principle, there is a whole vision behind this at the beginning. The fourth one I'm seeing here, this approach that the team is having, it will allow us to strengthen actually the community. To make sure that, because the KYC already is identifying people, right? But people are people. Even ourselves, some people unconsciously or by ignorance can hurt even the process. So I think a fourth element that is very key in this approach of the phases that I will mention is actually strengthening the ecosystem. Allowing and testing if the community is even ready for also what is coming. Are people going against, will people stick, okay, with the whole vision and then the best practices? It's like a training session, but within ourselves. I know that there is an option of transfer that is being tested too, right? So this is the time to see how reliable we are for the project, how reliable we are one for another. So that fourth element, strengthening, making sure that the community, the ecosystem is tested very well, make this approach very, very transparent and then very strong. The fifth one I will apply here is progressively how actually the value of pi will depend again on each one of us. So by going this way, we're reducing the errors, we're reducing missing on people who are not doing the right things, so that we can call attention, because this is still within. That's why it's an enclosed network for now. But that big element, the fifth one that I mentioned, okay, to allow real-time transaction, to allow people to do things the right way, which will strengthen the value that we are looking to see pi get at, because nobody knows. Because the credibility, don't forget that, the trust is the main element in behind the value of any currency. Same thing here. So today I wanted just to share with you our third video on this mainnet process, the two actually, right, phases during this, the mainnet, which I mentioned a third one personally, and why with the 5 reasons that I just gave, it makes sense to see how the things, the progress or the process, the approach, right, to the mainnet is made the way it's made. Now, our next 2 videos will focus on the KYC. There are many formulas. We'll try not to overwhelm you. If you stay till the end here, don't forget, subscribe, share, comment, give your thoughts. Let's start having a chat around this. Send it to other people that it can help. And I'll see you then in the next video. But remember, one single adage brought us in this journey. When you don't know where you're going, look back from where you came from. In our humanity, everything has been inscribed there. I'll see you in the next video.